Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with more Multi-Pack Mania.
Oh yeah!
It's Thanksgiving week, so this week's Multi-Pack Mania theme was multiple cases for multiple courses. We had to choose a multi-pack from our collections that contain multiple cases. That could have meant multiple slim cases in an outer box, regular standard DVD cases in an outer box, or simply a slipcase over the DVD case. The multi-pack could not be just one box or case. I decided to go with this big box of horror, 15 movies. As you can see, it has an outer case and two standard DVD cases inside, which is why it qualifies for this week's theme. It's multiple cases for multiple courses. I used the trusty random number generator, and this is what happened. Number 4, whether you go by the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, or the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, the movie I had to watch and review is Subspecies. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you hope they would. In this case, I absolutely love Subspecies, but it's a movie I've seen probably 1,000 times in my life now, because it is my all-time favorite vampire film. I'm not unhappy it was randomly selected, but there are plenty of movies on this multi-pack that I haven't seen yet. Oh well, you can't win them all, and as much as I've watched Subspecies, I've never actually reviewed it. So, here we go. Subspecies is a 1991 full moon vampire film, and as I already mentioned, it is my all-time favorite vampire film. This is a movie I rented countless times on VHS from the video store growing up. I also rented the sequels countless times, but this video is about the original. Subspecies is the first American film to be shot on location in Romania. Believe me when I say, the setting of the movie is like another character. It's incredible. Subspecies was directed by Ted Nicolau, and parts of the film was shot inside his own castle. It follows the story of 3 young college women doing research in Transylvania. Michelle and Lillian are American women, and Mara is local to the area. They are there to study the local culture, including the history of vampirism in the area. They have even arrived in time for the annual masquerade celebration. Meanwhile, the evil vampire Radu has returned and killed his own father. His father was a king and at peace with mortals, and he was played by the late Angus Scrimm. Most people would probably know him as the Tall Man from the Phantasm series. He was a big reason I rented this one so much when I was younger. I was always a huge fan of Phantasm. The king, while not only in possession of the family castle, has also been in possession of the Bloodstone. It's an ancient magical stone, a birthright, filled with the blood of saints. Vampires can drink from it, quenching their thirst for blood, preventing them from having to kill. For a vampire like the king, who was at peace with mortals, it's a necessity. But after Radu kills him with assistance from his subspecies, Radu takes the castle and the Bloodstone. Radu has a younger half-brother, though. They share the same father and have different mothers. Radu's mother was an evil sorceress. Stefan's mother was a beautiful mortal. This is why the two brothers look and act so different. Radu's look is clearly based on Nosferatu. Stefan looks more like a vampire you'd see in Interview with the Vampire or The Vampire Diaries. Stefan was the king's preferred successor, since he too is at peace with mortals. So much so that upon meeting Michelle, he falls in love. She too falls for him, unaware he is a vampire. Now it is a battle between good and evil, as Stefan tries to end his brother's bloody reign. Of course, the battle must take place at night, since both brothers cannot be in direct sunlight. Radu's evil intentions and abilities might be too much for the half-mortal Stefan, though, as Radu savagely takes victim after victim in town, including at the masquerade celebration. Stefan tries to protect Michelle and her friends. But keep in mind, Radu isn't fighting alone. He has help from his minions, known as his Subspecies. If you want to experience the perfect atmosphere in a vampire film, then Subspecies is the movie for you. All the money in Hollywood couldn't create a more perfect vampire movie setting, yet Full Moon accomplished it. It's truly, truly spectacular. I mean, you have a legitimately scary-looking vampire walking down the streets of Transylvania. The use of light and shadows is beautiful. There are shadowy shots definitely comparable to the original Nosferatu. Radu is creepy and disgusting. He's downright terrifying. I love the look of the blood and drool when he drinks from the bloodstone and from his victims. It's slimy and thick, and again, looks so much better than anything Hollywood could come up with. The masquerade parade is simply glorious itself. The townspeople wear scary old masks. It's like something out of a nightmare. And the entirety of that scene is set in a real graveyard in Romania. Talk about atmosphere. If you have not yet, for some reason, made your way through the Subspecies franchise, then I highly recommend starting with the first one, of course. I'll say it again. It's my all-time favorite vampire film. Have you seen Subspecies? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Next week's Multi-Pack Mania theme is franchise packs. Normally, we ask that you choose a multi-pack from your collection that does not contain movies all from the same franchise. Well, this week, we're doing the opposite. Choose a multi-pack from your collection that does contain movies all from the same franchise. It could be a popular franchise collection like the Halloween box set or Friday the 13th, or it could be a more obscure franchise. Keep in mind, it does not have to be a complete collection. It might only contain some movies from the franchise and not all of them. That's fine. After choosing your franchise box set, use a method to randomly select which movie to watch, review it, and upload your video no earlier than next Monday. Start finding those franchise multi-packs. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.